Hey, I wanted to show you a greenhouse that had the plastic replaced this morning. It's not complete, but it's in the process of it. And this is about a 2-year-old greenhouse, standard NRCS high tunnel. And the plastic actually whipped off it within the last 2 weeks. And this is pretty much a common occurrence here in this location. In fact, I only know of one greenhouse that's left, NRCS high tunnel, that has the original plastic within the last 3 years. All the other ones have been ripped off. It's just very common here. So it may be enticing to go with those NRCS grant greenhouses because of the cost, but the reality is it destroys your crops. And I know too many people that have had it ripped off in April, or in this case, they were lucky to have it ripped off in August, gave them enough time to go ahead and get another layer of poly on to protect their crops in there. But the reality is, polycarbonate, the price for polycarbonate 2-layer 4mm is it's under $1 a square foot. It's about, I don't know, 90 cents a square foot, something like that. Polyethylene, agricultural polyethylene, is about 25 cents a square foot. So it really is not a lot of savings, given the fact that polycarbonate, is going to last 40 years. Typically a lot of agricultural places will replace it every 10 due to yellowing, but for most DIY kind of people, it's 40 years plus. But the polyethylene, no matter what, you're going to be placing it every 5 years. And around these parts, it's more like every 2 years. So this was a complete shred. The original polyethylene, 2-year-old polyethylene, it completely was stripped off of this greenhouse. And it really didn't take much. In fact, even behind me over here, the second greenhouse next to it, the sidewalls are all damaged and part of the roof is damaged from wind. They're actually just going to tarp that, not to put the polyethylene on, but I think it's just worth considering the challenges of polyethylene, the 6mm film. I mean, it's cheap, it's easy to work with. That's a big feature because there's less labor when you install it. But long term, it has 0 R value, and you got to replace it all the time, here anyway. So when you're thinking about your NRCS greenhouses, what to get, make sure you consider longevity. And I honestly think, if NRCS, the government's pushing these programs for greenhouses that are going to just strip in wind, that's very common in like Montana, Wyoming, parts of Idaho. It's almost like waste, fraud, and abuse. You're being set up to fail. So it's just worth considering, just thinking outside the box when you're going to get an NRCS grant greenhouse. Might make sense to think more. Anyway, just wanted to show you that. I think they're doing a good job getting this up. They made it really tight, looks good. Got the wiggle wire in parts of it, just need to trim it, and they're going to redo the end walls as well. But I wanted to show you that. This was a gentleman that I talked to last week that was in the process of getting things prepped, and he said it'd be okay for me to take a video of this. I know him fairly well, but very common in this county. Anyway, hey, thanks. You have a good one. Bye.